I don't know what that means.
All right.
Still we stand.
Buy Black for life. Buy Black for
After
life.
everything.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Cut the noose. Cut the check. Say my name and respect.
Yes. Buy Black
Cut
for
the
life.
noose. Cut the check. Say my name and respect. How you say you for the people, but you don't buy black? How you
This
say you
music
in the
right
hood,
here
but
is
never pay it
by
back? Always
Gifted
talk about
Guapo.
grind.
He's
Niggas is
family.
talking facts.
Um,
Doesn't take a stand till
and
they
he's
see where you
family to
stand.
my guest
Always
right
about the man.
now.
It don't be who we be,
And
but what we
I've been waiting
represent.
for this conversation
Representing all
for a
people
very
in
long
city.
time. And
Just
I
like
am
the
so
way
glad
they
we
lead.
finally have the opportunity to do this. So I want to jump right in and welcome my family to the Buy Black for Life platform. She is one of the owners of Distinct Flavor Fashions. Her name is Sheila. Sheila, she uses Sheila word now. I'm just gonna say Sheila. Um, she family. So welcome Sheila as one of the owners of Distinct Flavor Fashions LLC. Um, why don't you just, for those who are watching, first of all, if you are watching, whether you're watching it live or you're watching it on replay, I ask you hashtag where you are watching from. We always love to know who we are reaching. In addition to that, whether you're watching it again on replay or you're watching live, just join in. Also, if you haven't already, please download the Buy Black for Life app. We are growing, and I'm blessed because one of the first businesses added to the Buy Black for Life app, the CEO is right here with me. Her name is Sheila. Sheila, I'm going to stop talking. I'm sorry, and let you just introduce yourself to the Buy Black for Life community.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I am one of two ladies of Distinct Flavored Fashions. My partner's name is Shenna, and I'm not certain she's having some technical difficulties. I was hoping she'd be able to join me, and I'm still hoping that she'll be able to come on in. However, we are two ladies. Like I said, of Distinct Flavor Fashions. We are actually one of the first we owned the first Black women owned consignment store in Queens, New York.
Wow.
So of that, we're extremely proud, and I love to say it every time I go someplace,
Right.
or any time I have the opportunity to talk about it.
Awesome. Awesome. And Sheila, let's get into what Distinct Flavor Factions is. What is it? I know it's consignment. But you ladies seem to do it way different than every other consignment shop I've seen. What is Distinct Flavor Fashions?
In a word, Distinct Flavor Fashions is a situation. And I say that because that is actually one of our taglines. It is a true experience for a woman. It is not only consignment, it is not only thrifting. We are basically fashion. We do thrifting consignment primarily, but we also have boutique items, which are items that we get directly wholesale. They're brand new, never worn, all tags. We have pretty much anything to appease anyone's pockets, I should say. So if you are a lover of thrift, we got you. And if you don't feel the thrift vibe and you just happen to love fashion, we got you as well. We have authentic designer items. We do not sell knockoffs. We do not sell replicas. If that's your thing, that's okay, but you won't get it from Distinct Flavor Fashions.
I love it. I love it. And because we are family, we've traveled together,
Yes.
and what I love is that you as well as Shenna, and you aren't only in Queens, you take Distinct Flavor Fashions with you wherever you go in the world. And let's be clear again, I'm talking about in the world.
Correct.
What's the thought behind that and being able to, because you bring people in from throughout the world. What's the thought behind you doing that on a global scale?
Because the reality is, fashion touches everyone in every corner of the world, right? We can go from, as you know, like you have just mentioned, we can go from state to state, country to country. We've been across the world, and you find people who just enjoy fashion, and you can find the most unique pieces and put it together with something else, and you have a whole experience. It's a whole situation.
Yes, yes, yes. And it is unique again because it is online.
Mhm.
Is that a result of the pandemic that it is online? Is that has that always been the vision
Mhm.
for it to be as unique as it is, that it's going to be online as well? As I do know you have a spot or a brick and mortar where people can come to, but it
Correct.
is different that it's also online.
Yeah, unlike many other businesses, we didn't have to pivot to online. We actually started in the midst of the pandemic, and at that time was a really ideal time for us to start, primarily because we had an audience that was not distracted. Right, all they were doing, they were home watching television, they were watching videos. D Nice is not wasn't on 24 hours, right? So
We had to find something to do.
exactly. And what woman wouldn't enjoy shopping from home?
Right,
So we started in the midst of the pandemic, and as I mentioned before, we are in New York, which was the epicenter of the pandemic. So
right.
once New York shut down, I mean everything shut down, right?
Mhm.
And the city that never sleeps slept.
Yes.
So once they started releasing and giving people the opportunities to get out, we started to expand a little bit more. And then we did, well, let me back up a little bit more. Like I said,
Mhm.
we did start in the midst of the pandemic. We
Right.
had audience that were watching. We did a lot of our lives on, we did a lot of our selling on live. Then we decided to open up a website,
Mhm.
and then we did virtual shopping, right? So when we are doing live sales, we have up to hundreds up to thousands of people who are watching. They
Wow.
come in and out of the live, right?
Right.
So we have an hour where we're going to show you a bunch of items. We're going to tell you about it. We're going to give you a description. It does it have stretch? What is the size? What is the price? And at the end of that, we'll give a number. And then a whole bunch of people, like the excitement is to bid so that you can get that item, and you're the first person, right? So you're not only shopping, but it's that the rush. It's a rush, and it
That
becomes addictive,
anticipation. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And if you have horrible Wi-Fi, let me tell you, there's a running joke that if you have that cheap Wi-Fi, don't even bother. Because you're
Because you're
not going
not
to
going to
win.
get it.
Exactly. So what we ended up doing was we created an opportunity for people to have private shopping with us. So they would schedule an appointment, that we would
Mhm.
have them complete a document letting us know what size they are, what they're looking for. Okay, I'm looking for work clothing
Right.
in this particular size. I'm looking for shoes. This is the color I love. I hate this color. I love this brand. And then we would gather up all of our items, source it, and set up a personal shopping for them. We would show it to them. Do you like this? And then they would say yes. We invoice them and send it right out. So that was
Wow.
again in the midst of pandemic, right? So a business does not succeed if it's not able to morph into different things
Amen.
and different ways. So that's
Right.
what we started to do. We started, okay, how can we do and expand a little bit more? And that's what we ended up doing. So then as we moved forward in the pandemic and we were the restrictions started to be lifted, we then started to allow people to come into our Queens site. Again, the same thing. And it would be one-on-one, everyone's masked, hands washed, and the like.
Right.
And they would come in and touch and feel the items and say, okay, this is now what I want to purchase. So that was another opportunity that we were able to do. Additionally, hello, Brooklyn. Um,
Brooklyn.
another then we as the time came along and we started to expand, we then opened a site here in Westchester.
Mhm.
I opened up space in my home in Westchester where I also was able to have people come in. There's my sis Shenna. Unfortunately is not. Oh, Shenna.
Shenna, please, and we because we're human, we have a dog that every live I've done, this has happened. So please excuse us. Shenna, please continue to try. Even up to the last minute, your input, your voice would love to hear from you as well. Yeah, so Keep trying, sis. Please. We want you a part of this.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I feel so naked without my partner.
I'm sorry. Please continue,
No, no,
Sheila.
no. So, as I said, the way a business succeeds is by how they can morph into more opportunities. So that's how we were slowly able to increase and just change the way we were doing things. So now we have two places, one in Queens, the first in Queens, now in Westchester. We have an online presence. We also have our website, and in our website, we not only, as I mentioned earlier, we not only have a lot of thrift and consignment items. We now have a section that is only boutique items, brand new items, never worn. We have amazing boutique items. And as you can see by Shenna's picture, Shenna is one of the members of the D9. She's there she is. This picture, Shenna is one of the all right. So Shenna, you can talk about the Greek boutique.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
I can hear you now. I can't hear you, Jerome. You're on mute.
I'm glad.
Okay,
Can you
There
hear
he
me?
is. There he is.
So glad you're here. Thank you. Technology, we understand it's the world that we're in, right? So as long as you are here with us, welcome. Your partner has been doing what she do.
Yes. I've been
so
on there listening.
Thank you. So I'm just gonna ask you really quick, Shenna. Tell us a little bit about who you are and why Distinct Flavor Fashions.
I'm Shenna. And one of the ladies of Distinct Flavor Fashion. By education, I am a person that is a social worker, licensed social worker, which does not work in that field at all. I work at a college in enrollments, and I'm sure Sheila told you we started during the pandemic, and we didn't have to. And I did hear her say we did not have to pivot, and I just was saying today how we started and where we are today. We came such a long way. Right. And we started right here in Queens, in Hollis, Queens.
Hollis.
Yes.
Right here,
and
Hollis,
now,
Queens.
And now we are all the way in New Rochelle, which that area is a little bigger than this area. And we're just women that loves fashion. We stepped out. I know we had a fashion show last year. We want to do a bigger one this year, and we are expanding. I heard Sheila talking about we expanded our online what is it? Our online, oh God, I'm losing the word.
Online presence, online footprint.
No, our online, what is
categories?
It? Our website,
Okay.
our catalog to the women of D9.
Okay.
And she would tell you, I did hear Sheila say that we do not sell, we only sell authentic bags, and and like she said, if you choose to carry replicas, it's okay. But we decided not to go in that line. We like to stay in the authentic lane, and I'm loving it because we love fashion. We do what we do.
So tell me, and both of you can chime in on this. You say that you deal in only authentic, in authentic fashion. What's that process like? If someone is bringing their stuff to you, what is that process like?
Okay, so I would tell you, we do have a process. Our process is before we take in the product, and what we do is that we authenticate it. During the pandemic, I did go back to school. I shouldn't, and I took a class, and the classes was at Adelphi, and it's called staging. But in this class, it teaches you how to stage, how to style, all kinds of things. So a step further, I had to dip into to learn how to authenticate, because as you know, now you get some very, very good duplicates
Really?
and stuff. Yes, you get some very good duplicates. And if you know, Chanel used to have the authentic card,
Mhm.
and now they have the chip, which is much better for us. But you have Gucci, you have Louis Vuitton. So it takes a lot because you will have to learn how the stitching go, the kind of leather, all kinds of things. So we take it before we put it on, we take it and have it authenticated. And once it bypassed me, if I'm not sure, we do have an authenticator that we work with. And we even get items from her. Say, for instance, if you're looking for a Louis Vuitton belt, guess what? If we don't have it, we'll look for it for you.
Right. I love that. Anything you want to add to that, Sheila, with the process?
No, I think the process was clearly explained. I mean, we're very, very clear and we're very careful because again, we don't want to, we want to remain who we are, which is
Mhm.
authentic, right? And
Right.
again, it's okay if that's your choice, but that's just not who we are. You know,
Right.
there's a reason why we've named ourselves distinct. We're
Mm.
different and we remain that way. We hold that and we hold that to be true, right?
Mhm.
Our organization is yes, you are a proud, that's Cece. I'm seeing her, proud consigner. And we got to talk when you get back. So distinct is very, you know, we really hold that to be true. And there are many, 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 many women who are in the thrifting consignment business, and they're doing great. But that's not our primary focus. Our primary focus is number one, fashion.
Right.
Number
Yeah.
two, giving back to, and I might even put it backwards, giving back to our communities. And we do that so many times. And I think that brings us the greatest joy, giving back to our communities. And
Mhm.
we do that in a number of ways. One of the ways that we do is to help other Black women to create their own businesses. So
Mhm.
we've given classes and showing other Black women how they can also go into their closets. You don't have to put out a lot of money. You start
Yeah.
out of your closet
Right.
and then you start to expand, and they can expand their business based on how they feel comfortable in expanding their business. The other way that we're able to give back to our community is we do a lot of donations. We're actually, this Saturday we are donating to Dress for Success. We're pulling items right out of our own inventory. And when I say inventory, these are items that we could sell and make money. No, we
Right.
are pulling it out of our inventory
Yeah.
and we are donating it to women who need it, right?
Right.
And this brings us joy. And then finally, a couple weeks ago, it's weeks now, or maybe month or so, we were partnering with an organization who celebrated women who were survivors of breast and ovarian cancer.
Oh, wow. Love
We
this.
provided all of the survivors that they were
Give me one
celebrating
Chanel bag right
with
there.
a makeover box
Mhm.
in their size and their preference. We did that. Remember, I talked to you about that questionnaire. We handed the questionnaire to them, and one gentleman, by the way, it wasn't only men. It was not only women. It was women and one gentleman who were all survivors of cancer, and we were able to give back. So, distinct flavor fashions. When we talk about being distinct, we keep to it. It's yes, we love the fashion. Yes, we love doing lives, but we really know how important it is to give back and bring our people along.
Wow.
I want
Um,
to add
go ahead.
on to
Go ahead, Sheila.
Sheila was talking about giving back this weekend. She did say that we are donating to the women of Dress for Success. But I want to add on, we will be out there, and it is in Jamaica, Queens, right? If people want to come and to see the ladies of Distinct Flavor Fashion, we will be there. And what we're doing is it is with my chapter. We decided as women of Distinct Flavor Fashion to go in with my chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Incorporated, the chapter of Epsilon Pi Omega, the Queen's chapter. We are going to give to them so they can help give to the women of Dress for Success. I just wanted to point that out because we, as women of Distinct Flavor Fashion, will be out there and giving our donation to Epsilon Pi Omega.
I love what it is that you're doing. It's not just so you're empowering your community and what it
Absolutely.
is that you're
Yeah.
doing. And I know how the AKAs I how y'all get down. I'm just gonna bow down. I already know, and you have your colors on, so um, do what it is that you do. Um, wow, and let me say the CC. If you're watching the CC that everybody's referring to is my wife. She's in Singapore. Babe, I can't wait for you to get home. Please travel safe. I'm glad you were able to be a part of this conversation as well. And like you said, you are a consigner as well.
Yes.
So
Yes,
Yeah.
she is.
um,
She's
thank
one of
you,
the best. She's
thank
one
you.
of our best consigners.
I
Okay.
know I've driven I've driven stuff over there, so yes, I do know. But I also know that what it is that you're sharing. How does that feel that you're able to take what it is and I don't know if women after they get um your products, if they then share that with you. Do you see
Mhm.
that? And then what sense of what feelings do you get behind that?
It's a sense of joy. It really is. I mean, there's nothing like doing something that you enjoy, and to get that feedback really feels good because I enjoy if without anything, I enjoy shopping. I could shop every day, all day, right? But and my mom is on the other side laughing because I absolutely love shopping.
Hey mom.
So, and so to go shopping and then be able to provide something for someone else to see
Mhm.
them smile and get the kind of joy that I get from shopping. It's a good way. It's a good feeling for me as well.
How about you, Shenna?
I, I I just want to piggyback off of Sheila. You know what gives me joy when I'm out somewhere and I see someone and they have on one of
Yeah,
our outfits. It's
That's an
like, oh my
amazing
God,
feeling.
that's us. You
Yes.
understand? Or one of my sorority sisters, they peep over and they whisper in my ear, girl, Sora, I win distinct flavor fashion. So you can see, like, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel absolutely wonderful and stuff.
I love to hear that. What's next? What does distinct flavor fashions? What's next? I know that you 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 guys go live 3 4 times a week
yep.
with your fashions. What's next for you? What's the vision down the line for what it is that you're doing?
So we won't tell all our secrets.
No, you can't tell
However,
all the secrets, but you got to give family a little bit of something. Come on now, family.
absolutely, absolutely. Um, it's all about multiple streams of managing distinct flavor fashion and exposing us, right? You have been such a trooper in terms of encouraging us to do other and more. We have signed up with your app. We haven't done enough, but we are connecting more and with businesses such as Buy Back for Life. We are doing more collaborations. As Shenna mentioned, we're excited about our next upcoming fashion show up in spring. It's going to be much larger. The one we had was so successful that people were waiting for the large for the they're waiting for the bigger one, right? So that of course has to be much more fantastic. We are doing more classes to show women again how they can open their own business. We are scheduling another class coming in the next month or so. We just haven't really set up our dates. And then the final thing is we are having women do lives on our own platform. So we are able, as we haven't gotten to Buy Black for Life numbers yet, but we have close to 3,000 members who are part of Distinct Flavor Fashions. And I see Shenna
I
showing
see
our
Shenna showing
shirt, but
something.
I'll let her get to that in a moment. So we're having women come on our platform.
Right.
Oftentimes it's brand new. They're just brand new and starting, and they are able to now get their feet wet and show and become and do lives similar to the way we are doing it.
So
And
wait. If I'm understanding you correctly, you are giving your community your platform as they themselves are starting out in
Mhm.
order to show what it is they have.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Do you understand how powerful that is?
Yes.
Like that is, I'm stealing that.
Yes.
No, that's absolutely amazing. What it is you're empowering them. And one of the things that I always say with respect to this platform, especially when we are business owners, when we have that opportunity, we have to seize it.
Yeah.
We don't know who's going to be watching. We don't know who that person is that's going to be able to like change the game for us. And what you are providing to them is that opportunity. It's get ready because here it is. And I
Yep.
love that. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Where,
And
where'd that come from?
we that was one of Sheila ideas, to be honest. She wanted to open up the door. Someone is asking about our group. Our group is distinct and classy. Join our group and like our page, which is very, very important, because if you like our page, distinct flavor fashion, you will get notification when we go live. We put up where we're going to be, because we travel also
Yes, we do.
all over,
We talked about that. Yes.
all over. And giving and letting people come on our platform, it's one of the things in giving back. It's a way of giving back, because it's not expensive to come on our platform. We
Mhm.
are not even charging half of what people charge us to come on their platform
Yeah.
and stuff. So that was one of Sheila ideas, to be honest. Sheila always and one thing about Sheila, let me tell you something about my sis.
Aw.
Come on now.
I could tell you, I could say, Sheila, let's do this. And oh, I'm not a designer. And all of a sudden she's a designer. You know,
Funny.
she'll sleep on it and I have to tell her pray on it. And she's a designer. You understand? So we piggyback off of each other. I love how we get along, because she'll pull my coattail, I'll pull her coattail. She couldn't be a better business partner. I'm loving it.
I appreciate
I'm
it. Same here.
I'm lo- so and Shenna, I know Sheila knows all about what it is that Buy Black for Life does. I don't know if you fully know, but we empower um, Black business owners in order for them to market their products and services to the community. We mentor them in trying to create, not just have a business, but how to maintain a business and how
Mhm.
to grow a business. You are doing Buy Black for Life work. You do recognize that,
Yes,
right? Like this,
yes.
that what you're.
Look, right now we're riding on your coattail, because I would say to you, thank you,
That
because
part.
you have been, and I would say not only you, but you and your wife have been a supporter of Distinct Flavor Fashion from the very, very beginning. You couldn't find us over in Hollis, but we got there. But
No. So if any of my Hollis people, my Hollis
Oh
family,
no.
it's been 35 years since I've been there.
She
Your
didn't
boy
go
got
there.
lost. She's right across the street from the castle. I screwed it up. I'm sorry.
yes, yes.
I'm gonna blame the rain. That's what I'm gonna.
Yes, let's blame the rain. But you and your wife, you all, like my children say, you all been rocking with us from the very beginning. Your wife was one of um our I would say one of our visitors, one of our when we did the book read.
Mm,
And
Oh, how did we forget about that?
yeah,
That was
right.
amazing. We did
yes.
a
So
sip and read.
yeah,
So
when we had our
distinct flavor fashions is so much more than just this.
Yeah.
There's so much.
Yeah.
Talk about that. I mean,
That was amazing.
that
talk
was
about
amazing.
that.
Yeah.
That was
Like,
amazing. And I don't want
I
to
want
say
you to mention also, because she's also watching Kishana.
yes.
so
Okay.
so
I I was getting ready to ask you, could I talk about Kashana? Kashana was our moderator, and I want to say Doctor.
doctor,
Doctor.
You
Yes.
understand? So
doctor.
that sip and read had so many powerful women there, starting with the author of the book. Then we had your wife. Then we had Dr. Kashana. It was so powerful. It was moving just to see us Black women get together and dig in this book and ask questions. And can I tell you something about Dr. Kashana
Please
and
do.
Cece?
Please.
They even made the author question her book.
Mhm.
How powerful is that?
Wow.
And that came from Dr. Kashana. Honey, sip some tea
Absolutely.
if I had
Absolutely.
some.
So again,
Wow.
remember when we talked about supporting our Black women in our community, that was that Sip and Read was a Black woman's book who
Very
happened to be
powerful.
one of Shenna's sorority sisters. She wrote a book. We then decided we were promoting her book. We decided to do a Sip and Read. It was a private Sip and Read. We had people come in and we talked, we read. It was an amazing experience. She loved it so much so that we had a couple of people who have also written books reached out to us because they heard how successful it was.
Oh, wow.
So that's
So
what we do.
so one of the things I always talk about, right, is because so many people chase greatness. And I don't think what you have done is chase greatness, but greatness is starting to catch up to you.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
know greatness has caught up to Buy Black for Life. There's
Mm-hmm.
no, I'm humble, but I know what it is that this is, right?
We're very humble. I would say I'm very humble. I stay excited about our business.
But tell
And
potential business owners about that. Tell
and we're
potential business
blessed.
owners about
Yes.
how it's not about chasing greatness. It's about putting in your work,
Mm-hmm.
and the universe will show you which way. Talk about that, because again, there are so many things, so many pieces that comes with your business. And it's what I keep trying to tell people. You don't chase greatness. Greatness will find you when you keep doing the things that people don't see. So share how the universe guided you to do everything that Distinct Flavor Fashions has become.
I think a lot of it has to do with the fact of what our mission is. Our mission in being distinct is really separating ourselves from the others. That's number one. And number two, the core of who we are as women, separate and even before Distinct Flavor Fashions, has to do with supporting our communities
Mm-hmm.
in many different ways. Even before Distinct Flavor Fashion, we have provided Shenna with her sorority. I have been in organizations who give back to Black women and girls. I won't even discuss the other layer of my Latin background, but I've always worked with the underserved, the underrepresented. I,
Mm-hmm.
I am a nurse. Shenna is a social worker. I'm a nurse. I've always worked with the women who never had a voice, right? So Distinct Flavor Fashions allows us another platform to continue who we are. And it doesn't come hard for us because it's coming from the core of our being.
I love it.
And when we started, that was the main thing that Sheila and I discussed, that we wanted to stay the course
Mm-hmm.
of giving back to the community.
Mhm.
Because if you do not invest in your community will not invest in you.
Amen.
So you have to invest in your community for your community to invest in us. And I thank God because our community invests in us as we invest in them.
Wow. I'm uh, we family again. I mean I knew, but I didn't know. I didn't, and you know, Sheila and I have had conversations. Something we're looking to do in 2023. So be on the lookout for that
Yes.
when we solidify it. And let me be clear. I already know when you ladies put your name to something, how amazing it's gonna be. Y'all ain't seen how I get down yet.
Jerome, can
Yeah.
I just talk about
Yes.
our t-shirt?
Please. Oh, you have time. Yes, please. Share.
She is called She. She is after Sheila and I.
Mhm.
That's what you see here. And this was designed by the ladies of Distinct Flavor Fashion. So we call her Shishi. Okay. And so tomorrow, if it's okay with you, I'm going to drop her in a group. It's our t-shirt, and it's distinct and it's classy.
I love it. Oh, wow. Yes. Please. Please, please, please. I'm loving it. And I see you might have, Shenna, you have some stuff behind you as well. Is that some of the stuff?
Yes. I have
anything you would like to share and show?
I have the Louis Vuitton. It is authentic. This is a Speedy 40, and she is in very, very good condition. Sheila just lowered the price. This bag goes over for over 1,000, and we just lowered it to 800. Okay. We have our Jimmy Choos in here. They were consigned, size 41. We also have D&G in here. And you know, another piece, Distinct Flavor Fashion is known for their African pieces. Yeah. So I'm sitting in a boutique because I have a live tomorrow and getting ready. So she's up for grabs. And we have some beautiful pieces. I want to tell people, go on our website. And shop. Our website is www.distinctflavorfashion.com.
It's right there on the screen.
Yes.
You have
and for
no
any
excuse.
of our D9, especially my Greek sisters, we have a Greek tab called Greek Boutique.
Wow. So I'm as we're getting close to the end, I just have a couple of more questions because I love what it is that you're doing with other business owners, right? Sheila, I'm gonna start with you. What's the best advice that you've either gotten or given to a new business owner who's starting out, or who is looking to grow at whatever point they are? What is the best business advice you were able to share?
The best advice is to stay true to who you are, and don't compare yourself to anyone else, right? You have Neiman Marcus, you have Walmart, and they are very different, right? And they're both successful. You don't have to be Neiman Marcus, you don't have to be Walmart. You can have someplace in the middle, but whoever you are and wherever that space is in that space, whatever that space is that you select, make sure that's your space and you're there and you're comfortable in that space, because that's the only way you're going to succeed. You don't want it to become a chore. You should be able to enjoy it, because if you're constantly trying to be like Neiman Marcus and you're not, you're going to be frustrated.
Exactly.
If you are trying to be like, we're trying to be like Distinct Flavor Fashions. Right. We're loving it because we're Distinct Flavor Fashions, and that's just it.
Thank you. Shenna, how about you?
The best advice that I received was don't worry about your friends supporting you. Because if your friends don't support you, they're really not your friends, but you're going to make friends that really support you and to lift you up and stuff. So, you know, and your friends will share your stuff. Your friends are going to share you to make you more famous than what you are.
Yes. You know, and I want to add to that, Shenna, because we talk about that, you and I, off by ourselves, and support is not always monetary.
No,
it is not monetary.
No.
And the biggest support
is this people right here.
Yes, yes.
This is it right here.
Absolutely. It's the likes, it's the commenting on posts, it's the
tagging people.
Tagging. Yeah. It doesn't cost you anything to tag somebody.
Right.
You know,
like the post.
Like the post. You know what I love the most? I'll tell you this. When I am live and I see somebody show up on the live and they say, "Hey, Sheila," and I'm like, "Hey, that's my cousin Shenna. Yeah. Oh, there's Cece." They're not there to buy anything, but the fact that I see them on there supporting me,
it's support.
It's a boost.
Mm-hmm.
It's a boost, and it gives me an extra boost of energy to go on and do my show. And it's not about, it's really not always about buying. It's
Right.
really just knowing that somebody's there for you.
Yeah,
So-
I even had one time, I forget, was it because it's Shayna, it's like, hey girl, that outfit you had on, I would rock it like this. So
Yes.
yeah, what,
Wow,
and then
cool.
I had someone say, Shenna, what were you doing? I didn't like those socks with that outfit. But it's support. You understand?
But that helps you grow in what it is that you're doing and what you're sharing.
Yes.
Because none of us comes into this as experts.
No.
Exactly.
None of us will.
Exactly.
And Shenna, I want to kind of piggyback off what you said. Because when I started building Buy Black for Life, I had some of my own family members that were hating on what it is I was doing. They had one in particular, right? And he had everything that he said, he didn't recognize or realize I was taking notes. Everything that he said, why it wouldn't work, I built it in a way so it would work. So no one would use that
nice.
excuse. So my best advice I've ever given to somebody is don't push away your haters. They're going to tell you the route to what it is that you need to do and how you And if someone is not hating on you, you're probably doing something wrong.
Exactly. We say that all the time.
You do it. I love hate. Like last week, I had somebody that reported Buy Black for Life because of the content that we put out there. This person said it was offensive to him. Great.
Wow.
Great. I am moving in the will. I'm doing what it is that I have to do because I had not gotten that in the 2.5 years of doing this. I got threats to my life. That's different. But I had not gotten that hate. I was like, okay,
Wow.
you're moving in the right direction. And that's how I take that negative and I'm still getting it, right? And I just am one of these people that it's like, okay, he doesn't even realize I'm gathering information. Thanks, bro. I appreciate you for that feedback. And I love it. So that's kind of off of what you're saying with respect to, not everybody, your own people, your own are not going to support you. And that's okay. That's okay.
And it is. It is.
I have one last question. This is my favorite question because it is so important that we talk about this. And Shenna, I'm going to start with you. What does buying black mean to you, Shenna?
Buying from each other, supporting. I would say not even buying, supporting, because that's what you are doing. You're supporting one another. You are opening the doors for the next person, and you're supporting your community. And giving back. Buying, like Sheila said, supporting is not only purchasing things. So is the way that you could buy. I like, you could give me your product and I didn't buy it, but if you give it to me, I'm a sport it on my live.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Like one time someone gave us a t-shirt, a sweatshirt, and I wore it on the live, and it opened the doors for her because everybody wanted to know, where did that t-shirt come? And it came from one of our sisters, but it opened doors for us.
Yes. Awesome. Sheila, how about you? What does buying black mean to you?
I agree. It means building our community. That's what it means the most for me. It means building our community. And I practice it not only in terms of supporting other sellers, but I practice it even in terms of when we're going out somewhere, we have a business meeting. I'm looking for the Black-owned restaurant. Shenna knows that as a fact. We're going to a Black-owned restaurant in order for us to have our meetings. And I would say even more than 90% of the times, I'm eating at a Black-owned restaurant. Kishana has taught me so much, and I keep calling her name, and because I so admire my cousin. She's taught me so much about Black purses and such, right? So I'm not going to say I don't have Chanel bags. I do. I love Chanel bags, and that's fine. However, I also get to learn about many other Black, not many other. I get to learn about Black designers, and I love their bags as well. And I
Yes.
purchase their bags as well. And I'm not trying to look for them for a discount because
Let's speak on that. No discount.
no, if I'm
Right.
going to spend
The
money
prices
on
are
a
the
Gucci,
prices.
yeah,
Right.
their prices are what their prices are. And I think that that's very important because oftentimes we as a people, we go into these stores and we're going to pay top dollar for something that's what we want. But
We're
we're
not
going to
asking
ask
for a
our
discount
brothers
there.
to give
Right.
us a discount.
Right.
That's not fair.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's not fair.
Now, I just want to, as we wrap up, because this conversation was powerful and amazing, and everything that we stand for as Buy Black for Life, and obviously who Distinct Flavor Fashions LLC stands for. My Buy Black for Life community, please join Distinct Flavor Fashions. I believe you have a live tomorrow at
Yes.
6 p.m. Eastern time.
Yep.
Yes.
And is that via your Facebook page or your Instagram?
Facebook.
But
Via your Facebook page. The Facebook page, it keeps scrolling via the bottom.
Yep.
Go there, like the page. Tell them that you heard about them on Buy Black for Life. Support them. And again, support is not just monetary.
That's
Tag
right.
someone. Maybe there's someone you know that has an event that's coming up and there's an outfit that they're looking for. The weekend
Yes.
is coming, baby. The
Yes.
holidays are coming. Maybe
Yep.
there is something that is there that they can get and or pass on to someone else. But this is how we do what it is that we do to create a community that is strong in business is what it is. That's the foundation of Distinct Flavor Fashions. I'm proud to call them family. I love them. They love on me. They love on Buy Black for Life. So I thank both of you. Any last minute words that you would like to share to our community?
you know what? I just want to say thank you.
Yes.
I want to say thank you to a couple of people. Like I said, you've been rocking out with us as and I say rock out because that's what my children always say.
I say it
rock
too.
out. You understand?
I'm probably
You've been
too old
rocking
to be
out.
saying it, but yeah.
Right. Your wife, like I said, she is one of our favorite consigners. When we first started, Kashana was one of our first consigners with
That's
her
right.
both. And I just want to thank everyone that started us, that helped us grow. It's so many of that's in our group that been with us from day one. That I could call name by name, but I will not. But I just want to say thank you all because you all kept us. You started out with us from the beginning. Some of them were in our fashion show. You understand?
Right.
Some of them are already asking, could they sign up for next year in the fashion show? So I just want to say thank you and thank you for allowing us this space on Buy Black.
Thank you. Thank you. Sheila.
She said it all. I mean, the support has been phenomenal. It's beyond. I mean, you live what you teach. When you talk about Buy Back for Life, that's who you are, and that's how you operate. I've seen it in person. I've seen it when we were in Kenya. I see it. But that's another conversation, right?
We could,
which was amazing.
Oh,
I saw all the pictures and the footage. I love.
My heart is still there.
I hear you.
My favorite Buy Black for Life hoodie
is in
there.
Kenya. That's
yes.
right. That's
and that
right.
brother emails, he texts me every single day.
Does he really?
Every day
wow.
since we left Kenya, that brother texts me.
And that's a long time.
He texts me, like he texts me. It's about to be morning there. Good morning, brother. How's your knee?
Wow.
He sent me pictures of his family. He put that hoodie around.
That means you touched his life.
And
that's what it's all about. That means
I can't wait for us to go back to that continent and touch more lives in a more deep and empowering way. Cannot wait for that.
Absolutely. I mean, and that's it. That says it all. That says it all.
My family, I love y'all. I love Distinct Flavor Fashions. LLC. I love what it is that you're doing. You have the Buy Black for Life platform. And you know, Sheila and Shenna, any advice that I could give, I'm here. Anything that you
Thank
may
you.
need, my voice, my platform, my presence, holla. You already know I'm there. There is so much that we can do to make our communities dope and amazing and create entrepreneurs who are going to start building generational wealth, because as a
Mm-hmm.
financial professional,
Mm-hmm.
that is my goal, that Black people start to close the wealth gap and being
Absolutely.
wealthy. So I
Mm-hmm.
thank you for your time. My
Thank
Buy
Thank
Black for
you.
Life community, thank you. Whether you're watching this live or whether you're watching this on replay, I thank you for taking the time. And as usual, I say Buy Black for Life and for the love of our community. Thank
And
you.
thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.